You wake up and the day begins like a foreign language. Your phone blinks, your head hums, and the minute you're supposed to be doing, you're losing minutes like coins from a purse you can't feel. That slipping is not a moral failing. It's a feature of a brain wired differently. And if you're a woman, it's shaped by invisible rhythms that most productivity lists refuse to name. This is the story of designing a day that meets your biology, respects your energy, and harnesses your attention, not the other way around. The blueprint: why your day needs to be designed, not forced. First, the headline you deserve to hear. Women's ADHD often looks different, and symptoms shift with hormonal cycles. Estrogen interacts with dopamine and other neurotransmitters that support attention. As estrogen dips, attention and motivation can wobble. Clinicians and researchers increasingly document that ADHD symptom severity can increase at times of rapid estrogen decline, such as the late luteal phase of the menstrual cycle. And designing routines around those rhythms changes everything. What that means practically is simple but revolutionary. You don't run the same engine all month long. You have high-flow windows and low-flow windows. A rigid 7-step morning built for a mythical steady brain will fail you on low-flow days. So the first design rule is plan for cycles. Build tiered days. Tier A for high-capacity days, deep work and creative sprints. Tier B for normal flow, maintenance and meetings. And Tier C for low-capacity days, single-priority survival plans. Naming the day in advance removes the mental tax of deciding what to do when you wake up tired or emotionally raw. It's not lowering standards. It's tactical allocation of energy. Second, there's the deep mystery of time for many people with ADHD. Time is not experienced as a linear river. It's more like a shifting tide. The science shows differences in time perception are central in many adults with ADHD. People struggle to estimate durations, to sense how long tasks take, and to judge when to start. This isn't whimsy. It's why timers and visible clocks are not tools. They're vital prosthetics for an internal sense that misfires. Make time visible, not as a checklist, but as a landscape you can read. So let's build the skeleton of your ADHD-friendly day. Think of it as an architectural plan. Light, tempo, micro goals, buffers, and social scaffolding. These are the walls you'll construct. Start with wake architecture. Your first 10 minutes are not a test of willpower. They are a biological reset. Use a single decisive alarm, no snooze loops, a light cue, natural light or a bright lamp immediately, water, and 2 minutes of movement. This small ritual starts your circadian engine and reduces sleep inertia. If mornings feel chemically slow, light exposure within the first few minutes helps phase the brain toward wakefulness and alertness. Treat light like medicine. A short dose in the morning that tells your system, daytime now. Next, chunk the day into tempo blocks. Humans are not factory machines. Attention comes in waves. Use 90-minute macro blocks for complicated, creative, or cognitively heavy work, and 10 to 25-minute micro sprints for initiation tasks, decision-making, and administrative chores. Each block must have a single clarified intention, not work on project, but draft 150 words of Scene X, or sort and flag 12 emails. This reduces the activation energy of starting at a visible timer and make the end of a block an explicit transition cue, a short walk, a stretch, a drink. The transition is where time blindness eats your day. Cue the exit as fiercely as the entry. Now, stack micro goals as currency. The brain rewards completion. Even tiny finishes deliver a micro dopamine hit that fuels the next start. Instead of aiming to write the report, break it into 8 micro goals of 10 to 20 minutes each. Put those micro goals on your now, next card, a visible index card on your desk, or a locked screen widget. The sight of next. Add 3 references removes the agonizing question, what do I do now? Then design decisionless mornings. The night before, choose your outfit, prep the breakfast, and pack your bag. The single best predictor of a smoother morning is the relocation of small decisions to a non-pressured time. This is the decide once principle. Every choice you eliminate at 7 a.m. becomes cognitive fuel you bank for later. Add the social layer, body doubling and accountability. For many women with ADHD, presence reduces paralysis. Working beside someone, in person, or on a short video call dramatically increases initiation. This is not heavy accountability. It's social gravity. Schedule 2 short body double sessions per week, one for a dreaded task and one for an unfamiliar launch. If you can't find a partner, try focus mate style sessions, co-working rooms, or 25-minute co-work timers with friends. Finally, respect energy thresholds, not arbitrary to-do lists. Energy is finite and non-linear. If you've planned 3 Tier A tasks for a Tier C morning, you'll collapse into guilt. Instead, write a Tier C plan. 1 must-do, 2 maintenance items, and a restorative ritual. Walk, music, or time outside. Honor the day you have, not the day you wish you had. It's strategy, not surrender. Before we move to the tactical kit in the next part, remember this. Design is compassionate engineering for the brain that built you. You will trade perfection for performance, the kind of steady, humane performance that actually moves your life forward. The tactical kit, tools, timers, and the female-focused rhythm. We built the blueprint, now we install the systems, with evidence, precision, and female-centered nuance. This section gives you science-backed tools, day templates, and the why behind each move so you can start tomorrow and know the change is real, not just hopeful. Start with the start script, your ignition ritual. Keep it short and sensory. Alarm, light, water, 60 seconds movement, 10-minute timer, 1 micro goal. Lock each script to a clear implementation intention, an if-then plan that turns cues into action. Implementation intentions aren't fluff. Meta-analyses show that forming specific if-then plans significantly increases the probability that people will initiate and complete intended actions, because the brain no longer negotiates the first step, it executes it. Use 1 for morning, 1 for the mid-afternoon slump, and 1 for transitions into family time. Next, set up visible timing stacks. Time blindness is not a personality quirk. It's a feature of attention systems that struggle to map subjective time to objective clocks. Compensate with a 2-tier timing system. Near timers, 10 to 25-minute physical timers or browser timers for microsprints. Far timers, calendar countdowns, and a walk-away alarm 10 to 20 minutes before transitions. Leave for school, meeting, or daycare pickup. Place a physical timer on the desk, one you can glance at without unlocking a phone. When time is visible, delay shrinks and motivation increases. The perceived delay in temporal motivation theory shortens, and your brain treats the task as nearer and therefore more actionable. Design a reward ladder to hack dopamine. After each micro goal, give a tiny win. 90 seconds of music, a glass of water, a stretch, or a short sun step. After 3 micro goals, grant a medium reward. 20 minutes reading or a small treat. Add variable rewards occasionally. Unpredictability spikes. Motivation more than a flat schedule. This is not bribery. It's reward engineering that raises the present value of the work your brain otherwise deprioritizes. Use temptation bundling as a practical dopamine hack. Tie a high-pleasure habit to a productive one. Only listen to your favorite podcast while drafting the first 20 minutes of a report. Only drink your ritual coffee while doing language study. Empirical work on temptation bundling shows it increases adherence to less fun behaviors by pairing them with immediate enjoyment. Perfect for the start problem. Light and sleep hygiene are clinical levers, not trendy tips. Morning bright light exposure, even 20 to 30 minutes of intense natural light or a properly positioned light box, helps phase advance circadian rhythms, reduce morning grogginess, and improve alertness. Chronobiological studies have shown bright morning light can shift circadian phase and correlate with improved daytime attention. For many people with ADHD, correcting delayed sleep phase significantly improves morning function. Use light first thing, pair it with your start script, and keep evening light dim to protect sleep onset. Deploy body doubling strategically. This is the social hack that turns isolation into momentum. Body doubling, working in parallel with another person who is also working, reduces friction by providing social structure and ambient accountability. Community resources, ADHD organizations and clinicians, report strong real-world benefit. While rigorous trials are emerging, clinical experience and user data consistently show body doubling increases initiation and persistence. Schedule 2 body double sessions weekly, 1 for a high-resistance task and 1 for a maintenance block. If in-person doubling isn't feasible, use focus mate-style video sessions or short co-work Zoom rooms. Finish with transition engineering. The secret failure point for many is the invisible transition. Commuting, picking kids up, moving from deep work to family time. Use walk-away alarms, 5-minute pre-transition rituals, and a short, complete and close checklist for every block so your brain knows how to stop transitions are not failure points. They are design opportunities. The aim is not relentless optimization. The aim is compassionate structure. Make the environment carry the load, make time visible, make starts tiny and repeatable, and design for the biology that is uniquely yours. Start with 1 change, a start script, a visible timer, or a night before board, and run it for a week. Observe, refine, and scale. You are not building a rigid machine. You are building a habitat for your attention, energy, and life. When those 3 align, work becomes less hostile and more human. And in that alignment, real transformation lives. Subscribe for ADHD-friendly tools that actually work with your brain.